All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just getting over to Banky's house. Going to keep this intro super short because we're getting ready to do a major update. This update is sponsored by Banky over here.
TBP, Team Banky Pan Nation.
Shout out to Banky. It's because of Banky that we're able to bring you Bing Bong. Juman.
Yep. Shorty Rock.
Man, it's been a long time, Juman.
TBP,
APS. Thank you.
you know,
And Shorty Rock Nation.
yeah. Hey man, hey look, you know, it would be nice to have a little podcast of my own, but I had y'all brothers up there, man.
Oh, you want to do a podcast?
But I don't know nothing about it.
Oh shit, we're gonna set that up then.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, all the people on my joke keep on saying, man, tell Juman, because they telling you get an Instagram.
Yeah.
They said tell Juman to get an Instagram, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna set it all up, man. All right, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Hey, look, we're doing an update with Juman. We got the camera set up. We're ready to get up into this thing. So, Juman update. Let's go.
Let's get it.
All right, so I've got this camera on my phone. I'm sitting behind the scenes. That's where I usually like to sit at. Let me start first by saying, hey, Banky, appreciate you making this possible right here.
Yeah, man. This is my intro. Everybody who's on TVP Nation know that my intro only contains 3 people. That is Joe, Juman, and me. So got my intro back together, man. Y'all know what it is. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, let me say this. Let's give a little backstory to all of this. You're over there doing Banky Pound on your channel. People start asking on your channel, hey, where's Juman at? You were getting a lot of comments asking about Juman, right?
Yeah, I was getting them. First, I was getting them weekly, then I started getting them monthly, but I never stopped getting them. Everybody keep on saying, where's Juman? Where's Juman? Now, at the time, I got Juman number, but his number didn't change. So when so many people keep asking me, I hit them up. I don't get them. I can't. The number didn't change. So I started telling people, look, man, I don't know where Juman at. If y'all can find Juman, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, but I ain't talked to him in a while. But yeah, so I kept on getting those requests, and then lo and behold, I'm in the morning mud one morning, and he pop in there. Now I know his name, his real name, but you know, you don't call people by their real name in prison, you know what I'm saying? So it won't dawning on me, and his name keep being in there, and it ain't dawning on me. Then he was like, hey, man, the Jew, man. And then I looked, I said, oh, yeah, that is him, William Askew. I said, oh, what's up, what up? And then he reached out to somebody, this one of my followers, and they exchanged the numbers. They hit me in the DM, gave me his number, I called him, and made it happen.
So that's how Juman and Banky get reunited after a long hiatus. And then fast forward to where we are right now, where AfterPrisonShow gets the opportunity because through Banky, Juman, and now we're all here. Juman, what's going on with you, man?
I can't call it Joe, man. Just glad to still be relevant, man. You know, that's all.
Let me tell you what relevant is. After so long being in prison and still being out here in the world doing good, no matter how good you're doing good, man, that's about as relevant as it gets right there.
Yeah, it is, man. You know, it feel good, but, you know, to be relevant, but at the same time, you know I've been making a little mistakes here and there along the way, even, you know, doing the shows with Banky, you know, since I've been out, back with Banky, you know, doing the shows with him, man, I done said some reckless things out my mouth, you know, and I want to kind of, you know, clarify a lot of that stuff, you know, on, you know, today or whatever, but because it seems like, you know, too much is going on out here right now, man, you know, for me to continue to, I guess, you know, speak negative in a sense, you know. They got a couple guys that just got shot last night, you know, in Chesapeake over there, man, and, you know, it's close. You know what I mean? Youngins got to stop doing the things they doing, man. You know, if I call myself being relevant today, you know, out here in society, man, trying to do something positive or whatever, then that's something that I think I would like to try to be a part of. You know, something that's gonna stop them youngins from doing what they doing out there, man. Life is too short. You know, so I say I'm glad that I'm still relevant. That means I got an opportunity, you know, to say something to somebody, man. Hopefully somebody will listen.
I mean, yeah, you're mentioning these young dudes getting killed. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that. And you might be seeing some of these videos that we've done as of late with Daryl Redmond and D, who we featured on Banky's channel, and you know, countless other people as well who are trying to be a positive influence and have a positive voice after spending so long in prison.
Right.
And yourself is not to be excluded from that, because you did, you know, refresh us how long you served.
Well, I did 31 years. You know, I've been out here 5. You know, I went in for 5 counts of robbery, 2 counts of armed robbery. And here I am today, man. I've been out 5 years. You know, I think after about 2 years, you know, they just took me off paper, parole, everything. You know, just took me off, you know, so I've been, you know, not that it freed me up to do anything different, but it feel good. You know, it do. It feel good to be out here, man. It just, right now, man, I'm worried. You know, I'm worried because of the state in which, you know, I see, you know, people right here in our own community, man, my own community, man, you know, they dying, killing each other. You know, that's what I'm, you know, it seems like people ain't really focused on what they should be focused on, you know, at the time. You know, right now, the youngins out there. And it ain't all on the youngins, because half for us is, you know, I just felt like, man, I done too much time to come out here and have somebody kill me, you know, or I end up killing somebody, you know. You know,
yeah, it's a different mindset out here. That's what it is, man. And like I say, you know, me and you was talking earlier, and I was telling you, just like it's ironic that he used the word relevant, and then you said what you said, and
right.
what he said. Now, what he said was profound, because what he said is almost exactly what I told you when we was talking earlier. And I say it don't matter, you know, what you got and what you don't got while you out here.
Right.
You relevant because you still out here. You already beat the statistics, because they say 5 years is the for recidivism. You know what I'm saying? If you pass 5 years, they don't think you will ever, you know, be a part of the recidivism. So you already beat that odds. And like I say, man, everything ain't what it look like. You know, glitz, glams, and glory. People be seeing this and seeing that, but that's what social media is a clip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a glimpse of what people choose to show you. Because it's just like right now, you know what I'm saying, as I'm talking, if all of a sudden and I spit up or something, that's gonna be edited out.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
So people gonna see what you choose to show them. Is what you don't choose to show them, that is your real life.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So it don't matter what it look like, because everything ain't what it look like. Like I said, people will look and see me online and think everything is sweet and ooh. And just like the few things that me, you and Joe was talking about before this started. Man, I got tons of problems. But it ain't for me to be, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, this is what, you know, but it is. But you relevant, man, because you did 31 years, dog, and you out here and you free. And just like I told you this morning, you ain't gotta go to child. You ain't gotta stand for count. You ain't gotta get in no line for no shower. You ain't gotta get in no line for no microwave. You ain't gotta get in the line to go to rec. You ain't gotta be told you can go to rec. and countless other things that you ain't got to worry about getting into a physical, possibly deadly altercation over things out here that is just it's free, it's normal. Man, if I get up and want to go cook me something, I ain't got to worry about if I got to put that Bethlehem or somebody to get in the microwave.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
man, that's relevant.
And see, you know, it's like for the youngest that's out there, I'm gonna say Chesapeake because that's where I grew up at mostly. You know, Chesapeake. I done stayed in Portsmouth. I done stayed in Norfolk. I was born in Norfolk, but I grew up in Chesapeake. And it's a lot of them youngins out there now that don't know Juman. You know, I've been gone 31 years. I got locked up at 18. So a lot of them youngins out there now, they don't know Juman. Now, Juman won't know real, you know, I won't all that growing up. You know, I was mostly known, I could fight, you know what I mean? I could fight and I could tumble. You know, and I might pull me a little girl from time to time here and there. You know, but that, I won't know, you know, I won't no killer. I won't, none of that. Never been on a gang a day in my life. You know, people think I done been in a gang. Had never in my life been on a gang. Closest I've been on a gang was growing up, going to school, being in them little, everybody had the little clubs, you know, we got shirts dressed, you know, hats, you know, but we was in the dancing.
Right.
Going to the Norfolk Scope, dancing with different clubs, you know, none of this what you got now.
Right.
None of this what you got now, man. You know, what you got now, you know, is too much for me. I ain't built like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not built like that. And when I got to prison, you know, now prison is where I grew up at. You know, as you know what I mean? You
sure.
did the same thing. You know, and I always been the type, you know, I had a short man complex, a small man complex. You know that. I always had a small man complex, man. And but I won't no killer or no gangster then. I was just a little dude, man, that you just couldn't run over.
Right.
That's all. You know, a little dude that didn't mind getting down for his. You know what I mean?
You shared some wild stories with us in the past about what your prison experience was like. And, you know, for anybody who hasn't seen those, I'm going to link those videos down below so they can check that out because, yeah, you were certainly putting in work while you were serving time and you had to. That's how you were surviving. I want to switch gears real quick. And for the both of y'all, you know, a question or a thought comes to mind. You both were reunited here on After Prison Show. That was one of the most awesome things that we did, most positive things. But you both were released because of the changes that were made to the parole system. And had those changes not been made, there's a good possibility that neither one of y'all would have been out here now. The crazy thing, well, what's even more crazy to mention is you both got a second opportunity at life. And look
Right.
at where you're at right now. You know, you're not in trouble, back in the system, being, like Banky said, the statistic.
Man, thank you, man. I take my hat off to you, man. I salute you, man. You know, if I won't already serving a God, boy, I'd probably makes a lot to you. You know what I mean? Because you did it, man. You came out here and you did your thing, man. After 33 years, man. You know what I mean? That's a major success right there, man.
You know, I say this all the time, right? You know, I just believe, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no coincidence. This definitely ain't what I plan to do because I ain't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely now what I know I'm supposed to do. But it ain't what I plan to do. If the way the things panned out, I'll never forget it, man. I could, you know, that's my greatest asset is my memory. And I could just remember I came home, I was in my sister's house, and I remember my ex-wife called, right? And she was like, hey, you ever seen this show called After Prison Show? I'm like, no. But in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna see something. I just got out here. I ain't seen nothing. You know what I'm saying? So she said, no, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And at the time, you know, I ain't home in like 2 months and some change.
Right.
I ain't watching nothing but YouTube. But I ain't watching nothing but old boxing matches that I missed over the years. I'm going out to Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler, you know, Ern Pryor. That's every time my nieces or something knock on the door, I'm in there watching YouTube. I'm watching boxing. So I was like, nah. I said, how you find it? So she tell me how you go find it, right? So she said, well, why? What's on? She said, it's a dude on there that was locked up for 30-something years, and he on there just telling his story. You'll be great doing that. Oh, you should tell her. I said, wait, where he was locked up at? She said, Virginia. I said, it's in Virginia. She was like, yeah. I said, 31. I said, I gotta know him. I said, what's his name? She said, I don't know. So I said, what is it? So I put it in. I didn't know how to put it. I get my niece in there. She put it in. So boom, the joint come up after prison. So the joint come on. It's Juman. I said, I know that joker. You know what I'm saying? I said, I know him. So I called her back at me. I said, hey, I know that dude. She was like, you for real? I said, I know him. I'm telling you, I know. I said, I was in the block with him. I know him real good. I said, I know him like way back from when I started in the 80s. So she was like, yeah, you should go on there. So I said, man, I ain't going on there doing that. So I said, I'm gonna watch him. She said, well, I already told the dude. I called him and I texted him or something. so I told him.
Set it up already.
Told him he should interview you. I said, you did what? You know, and I'm fresh out. So you know how that joint. I'm nervous, I'm like, man, I ain't talking to nobody getting and on camera. I said, no. So I watch your joint. And, you know, on your joint, you can't see Joe. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. So, excuse me. So I see you talking about the joint and all this stuff. Then I'm remembering and I'm reminiscing. And I'm asking myself, man, can I do this? You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I ain't got time for that. Then I was like, well, she reached out to him. He probably don't say nothing. Man, Joe called me the next day. He called me the next day. I said, he said, this is, you know how he put his, I told him he sound like, what's the name, especially when he be commentating. Remember, what's the joint was called? Twilight Zone. Hey, you know, on this day, on the particular time, it was, that's how Joe be sounding sometimes, right? So I was like, he was like, yo, this is Joe from the After Prison Show, and I was wondering, man, we can get together, man, and maybe do an interview. And I was like, man, so we chopped it up, and said we came, all right, we gonna do it. So go do the jump, and I remember the first interview, man. He was setting all the stuff up. I ain't gonna lie to you, Joe probably don't even know how I was nervous, boy. I ain't like, I remember where we did it at.
What was you nervous for?
I was just nervous, man.
You was nervous too, though. But when it comes out, man, that's what I kept telling y'all, man. Just wait till you see it when it comes out. It'll be something you'll be proud to see. And the way that it all got put together, man, you both did awesome in it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to jump in here, but I'm going to because I want to stop you right there. We'll save that for the video for your channel.
Right.
I want to go back to Juman real quick because it made me question talking about the fact that you both got a second opportunity at life. I was trying to remember if Juman was featured before you and you helped to answer that. That's how you saw it, seeing Juman on there.
Yeah.
But Juman, I want to focus on you in this. And again, Banky, sorry for just cutting you off.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Juman,
That's the Vlad in you.
You said that your hat's off to Banky. Man, Banky will talk, man.
Yeah.
You got a story for everything. Man, how you been? It's been a while since we've seen you here on After Prison Show. You know, we need an update. What's been going on with you, man?
Man, Juman, right now I'm trying to, you know, health-wise and everything, I'm good. You know, still out here trying to do my own thing, you know, and what I mean by my own thing as far as, you know, working, you know, I can't really say my business is this, you know, my business is that after my LLC been terminated because I do a lot of things, you know, dealing with home improvement, you know, and things ain't going so well for me out here like that. I'm, like I said, I'm struggling, you know, from month to month trying to pay my rent, you know. I'm getting it done though, you know, I'm getting it done. But it ain't all gravy out here, trying to do it on my own like that. I can go out, get me a job, and be good, but I think I'm still a little institutionalized a little bit, be honest with you, Joe, because I don't like getting up in the morning, going to work for nobody. I just feel like I can't do that after doing that much time coming out here, and just continue to slave myself there, so I'd rather work on my own time, make my own schedule. I ain't doing too well at it, so I might have to go back and, punch the clock or something, man, but it feel good to be able to, just get up when you want to get up, go work when you want to go work. It feel good, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I think I done kinda got a little comfortable with it, to the point to where, you heard my girl this morning.
Yeah.
You heard her on the phone this morning talking, So I'm like, man, look, that's why I say 12 o'clock I'll be there, man. But it feel good, to be able to work on your own like that. I just ain't doing too well with it.
Well, it's interesting, everything that you mentioned right there. You said, hey, hats off to Banky. Banky, looks like he's doing so well. Banky got his own problems.
Yeah.
He just don't be talking about it.
Yeah.
But here you are sharing, you're both in the same boat. You both served a lot of time in prison. You both have beat the statistic.
Right.
Whereas you think Banky's doing really good, you're sharing that you're not doing so well. Everybody's story is different.
Right.
Everybody's struggle is different after prison. And let's talk about this real quick too. You had mentioned doing a podcast. I think that would be a cool thing to experiment with to see if it could get some traction, and maybe that could be something that could help.
Man, I had let me say this, man. I sat back and I done thought about a little name for it, my little Joan and everything, right? But then I was excited too, man. I told my girl, I said, look, cause she be telling me to get one, I need to start my own. But man, I seen it's a woman, a girl, female, she got the same name. I forgot her name, but I was saying, cause like you got the morning mud, you know what I mean? Then you got a joint in the evening time you do, and you be going all through the day. And then you got the little night, the late night joint, I guess.
I used to have the late night thing. Now I just do it midday, but.
Yeah, lunchtime with Joe,
Yeah.
who just ain't got no lunch.
You've been saying it.
But, so I'm like, after the day, okay, now it's wind down hour with you, man. You know what I mean? Wind down with you, man. But it's a girl up there that already got winding down with her name, I'm like,
She probably drinking wine too, huh?
Man, I don't know what she doing. I once I seen the name, I said, man,
Look, the
dream,
name ain't
hopes,
even
everything
important.
just went out the door.
The name ain't even important.
No.
Just sitting down and attempting to do it, because it's going to come naturally. All it is conversation. The name will come from that. It could be anything. There's a lot of different ways that could be approached, and we'll talk about that.
Right, just winding your day down. You know what I mean? Just relax. Take a moment with you, man, and relax. You know what I mean? If I can have a good enough speaker to have a microphone to have a nice little music or something playing it softly in the background. And
That's a name right there.
Yeah.
Take a moment with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to say this to you too, man. With in response to what you were saying about working on your own time, how you did all that time and stuff. If anybody understand what you're talking about, it's me.
Right.
But I'm gonna give you a news flash, right? Even working for yourself, you not really working for yourself, and you not really on your own time. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, and
I get you.
I'm speaking on that as if I don't know what it's like for the big conglomerate dudes like this, super rich. I guess it may be different, But even when you work for yourself, like saying YouTube, where you do YouTube, you say you want to be able to get up when you want to. Woo, woo, woo. But I don't do that. I get up. I get up at the same time every morning because if you got content and you got people expecting you to be there, it's the same. Only difference is you just ain't going and punching in the clock. Like you say, I do the morning mud every morning. I gotta get up and do the
You got to
morning mud
get
because
up.
they waiting for it.
People
If I don't
waiting.
do it,
That's right.
it's-
I'm waiting.
right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if I
that's
don't
right.
do it, you know, people is gonna be wondering where I'm at. Same thing with putting a video out. I set a pace where I put a video out every day at 6 o'clock. So some period during that day, I got to make that video so that video can come out at 6
Right,
o'clock.
right.
So it ain't I guess you get a little wiggle room because you got more hours to get it done than there is to if you punching in the clock. You got 8 hours. They expect you to be productive within them 8 hours to do something. But it's the
Right.
same thing.
It's the
You know what I'm
same
saying?
thing.
You get a little bit more leeway, but more or less it's the same thing because it comes down to obligation. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna fulfill your obligation, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, when I first started doing this, you know what I'm saying, on my own, I was putting out probably 2 videos a week. You know what I'm saying? And then it was moving, but it wasn't moving. And I was in it. I was like, you know, got that bug. I'm like, and I talked to my son, and I see, he said, well, dude making this amount of money, dude, he doing this. And I said, why is that? If we got the same. He said, you put out 2 videos a week. I put out one every day. So it's the same. It's a job, man. Everything out here is a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everything got to be, effort got to be put into it. Thought got to be put into it. And you're going to have to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
And see, not to cut you off, that's where I feel like, you know, I'm still a little institutionalized, man, because I see that everything out here moving. You know, everybody out here grinding, you know. And I look at myself and I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? What you doing wrong? I mean, cause it's like I don't have that drive no more. For some reason, something done happened since I've been out here. I don't know what it is
You
or
just
what,
lost
but
your motivation. That's all it is.
I done lost the motivation, man.
Because
or
things
something.
ain't been going so well with the business, and you've been probably seeing some L's that you don't want to be seeing. But all you need is just some new motivation. Think of it like when you're serving time and you ain't got nothing but some hope. Hope for whatever it might be. You just need some new hope, Juman.
Right,
And
yeah.
us getting reconnected again, I'm hopeful that that's going to offer you some new hope.
Right. Hopefully, man, because I need to get out this little mode I'm in, whatever it is, you know. I posted on Facebook yesterday, you know, because I was looking at the little thing up there to say what's on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at that for a minute. I said, what's on my mind? What's on your mind? And I started laughing. So I just started typing, that's funny. What's on my mind? Because after 31 years of being incarcerated and 5 years being out here, I now for the first time questioned my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the question was, boy, what in the H is wrong with you? And just left it like that, you know. Talking to myself, though, you know.
I think one of the greatest things about social media that I've learned, one of the greatest things about social media is, so just like Joe said, you need motivation. I think this is one of the greatest things about social media. Bro, you could be feeling down, bro, and somebody who follow you, somebody who support you, somebody, man, they'll say something to lift you up. I'm talking about, man, I've been out 4 years. I done had a lot of death in my family, a lot of tragedies, a lot of setbacks, and it's been times like something happened today. And like I said, like you said, in the morning mud, they expected me to be on there.
Right.
That's why I said since I've been out, I ain't no actor. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? If something real going on, it's gonna come out. You know, but I try to still always take care of my obligations. So I done had things happen that I gotta get on there in the morning. They can read it. They can read it because they've been watching me so much. They looking in my face and they like, man, you ain't right today. Your energy ain't right. Something going on or whatever. But somebody will say something, dog, that'll motivate you.
Right.
Somebody say something that'll uplift you.
Right.
Somebody will say your struggle in them 31 years for you to be out here and to still be, as Joe or you just said, relevant. Man, that's important, though.
Right.
That's important. You know how many dudes been out here that that's gone
Hmm.
and gone back? You relevant, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good piece right
Yeah.
there. And you're right. The social media can be a really positive thing for you, Juman. You know, getting back in contact with you today, doing this update, it certainly sounds like you've got an interest in doing more with social media yourself.
Yeah, I do. I do because I realize it's a lot, man. It's a lot out here that need to be, addressed, or something need to be said about it. You know what I mean? People, consciousness need to be raised to a higher level than what is, even mine, man. I'm up here and I'm talking like, I know the answer. I got the answer. All I know is what's helping me see clearly, what's in my way, what's fogging my vision out here. And that's the little, the stuff that, the killings, and seem like people not caring about each other's lives, and, stuff like that, man. That's what's clouding me, my vision right now, man. The stuff that I'm seeing out here, I believe that's why I can't really, get myself, focused right now, because there's too much out there, man, that I see need to be addressed on some things, man. And I would very much like to be the one to address it if I could,
Well, maybe this is going to open the opportunity and the door up for you to be able to do that. It certainly sounds like you're passionate about seeing change and being tired of seeing all the violence taking place.
Right.
I want to go ahead and wrap this up. I wanted to be able to bring this update to After Prison Show featuring you, Juman. I'm very grateful for Banky, because it's because of Banky that this was all possible, and for us to be reconnected again. But as we wrap this up, Juman, is there anything that you want to say to everybody as we
Yeah, first and foremost, man, you yourself. I always said, man, that you was a winner. I always said
that.
Joe was a winner. And my reason for always saying that, Joe, is because of your drive. The drive that you got. I mean, I just don't see you losing, because you take your shortcomings and you take, your losses or whatever, and you put them together. You know what I mean? And you make something out of it. I was listening at you coming back from your trip yesterday or whatever, when you was coming. I don't know if you were actually on the road coming back, but you was talking about how much this, you had to pay for this, and you had to, but you got it done. You know what I mean? You got it done, Joe. You ain't sit there and let it stress you out. You was a winner. You ended up getting home, everything good. It's a winner in my book, man. You know what I mean? That's a winner, man. Banky, boy, man, I can't say enough, man. You know what I mean? I done got to the point now, man, if I don't see that morning mud or see that old joke, man, I don't see the people in the comments, you know what I mean? Because I look, and man, you got Joe, man, Banky he got a beautiful following, man.
No, he do.
You know what I mean? And they support him.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's a couple of people in that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that, man, that I really enjoy, seeing their name pop up in the joke, because they always got something to say.
Yeah.
And I know After Prison Show was like that too. I'd have forgot a lot of them, because I haven't been, there for a minute, man. But, I used to enjoy them comments,
Well, let's get back to that. I want to go ahead and wrap this up. Juman, a very special shout out to you, brother. Thank you for taking the time to do this with us. Banky, special shout out to you as well, man. Appreciate you putting this together.
No doubt, man. Shout out to APS, man, TBP Nation, man. Like I said, man, we're going to try to bring y'all some more stuff. This is just the beginning, man, for real. it ain't the start with Joe, but Joe started this way before me and we was in penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? But Joe reunited me and Jew, man. From decades and decades of spending in the penitentiary together, man. So it's really like full circle, man. That we could bring some content and bring some awareness and bring some laughs and some fun and to bring it to y'all, man. So I'm excited about doing it. And
That's
just like
right.
you say, man, the following, it can be both ways, man. You got people on there that gonna hate on you. You got people on there that's gonna be what they call trolls and stuff right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's one thing, Joe is one thing you told me. You probably don't even remember this, man, but you told me there's a few things you told me that just stuck with me from the beginning. And one of them was, you know what I'm saying, man, oh man, I remember when I first started, people first started commenting on the videos me and you was doing. And you was like, and I say something about it when I see it, because my family had, started looking at it and they was saying, and I remember you said, man, you got 200 good comments. You worry about 2 or 3 bad ones, man. He said, you don't even worry about it. So I never forgot that. So when them people come in and say that type of stuff, you don't even worry about it, man, because you have an overwhelming amount of support and love.
Right.
It's just like you ain't been on the joint in a while, man. And like I said, people just keep asking, Jew man. And a lot of people over the time I've been doing this, man, why you got Joe in your intro? Why you got Jew man in your intro? Man, you moving on, you doing your own thing, man. You change your intro. I ain't changing my intro. I got the best intro in the business. You know what I'm saying? And I've always go with that philosophy. Go with what butts you. So, man, yeah, I look forward to doing some more, man, with both of y'all, man. And we just, run this thing up, man. You can see the evolution of After Prison Show and Joe, the evolution of Jew, man, and the evolution of me. Y'all just, join for the ride, man. We in it. We in it to win it.
That's
you
right.
Dig?
That's right. In it to win it.
In it to win it, man.
You
Yeah.
know?
We winners. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Jew, man, you definitely a winner. I
Yeah,
told you
man,
that.
you a winner.
Yeah,
You a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
We on
Hey, hey, look, but before we go, can I say something about that? You and Joe,
Yeah.
y'all can get in that ring.
Oh, we ain't even put that out.
Yeah.
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 That's the last resort.
Okay.